Hi, Heather Berryhill, back again. I've got another Memorial Day recipe for you to try. Today we're going to do just a classic dill potato salad, but again, this one's just a little bit different than anything you've seen before, so let's go. Okay, so right here I've got basically 3 pounds of small, just whole potatoes. I basically took whole potatoes and put them in an 8-quart saucepan, covered them with water, 2 tablespoons of salt, and brought them up to a boil. Boiled them for 10 minutes, and when that was done, I kind of pierced them with a knife just to see if they were tender enough to turn off. So once I drained the potatoes, I put them back on top of my 8-quart pot. There's no water in the bottom or anything. Just put them back on top, and then I covered them with just a clean dish towel, and the heat from the bottom of the quart pan and the potatoes just steam inside of the colander for just a few minutes. Once your potatoes are cool enough to handle, then you want to just start chopping them up, and you can put them in whatever bite-sized pieces you want, and then just toss them in a bowl, and you're just going to do the whole pot of potatoes. What I like too is if you chop the potatoes while they're still warm, and then when you add your dressing to the top, it kind of helps the potatoes absorb the dressing and all the flavor. So now I'm just going to chop up some fresh dill, and honestly, fresh is the only way to go here. Don't try it with the dried dill, it's just not as good. Now I'm basically going to put 1 cup of buttermilk, and then a cup of mayonnaise. Okay, now I'm just going to do just a splash of any kind of white wine. This just happens to be a Chardonnay. Okay, next I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of a whole grain mustard, and now another 2 tablespoons of just a regular Dijon mustard. Okay, now I'm going to add my fresh dill, and this is roughly about a 1/2 cup of chopped fresh dill. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, and then just a few cranks of fresh ground black pepper. Okay, I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of finely chopped celery, and then 1 finely chopped red onion. So I'm basically going to mix all of this till it's all blended together, and then I'm just going to pour it over the warm potatoes. And the longer you let it sit, the better it tastes. You could serve it warm, but it's also really good if you let it sit in the refrigerator for a few hours. So I've poured all of that dressing over the potatoes, and now it's time to mix. And you might want to just taste it at this point. I decided mine needed a little bit more pepper, so I'm going to add that now. So the next step, basically it's done. Just transfer it to a beautiful bowl and take it to your next event. Okay, so then I'm just going to add just a couple of sprigs of dill to the top, and there you have it, dill potato salad for your next Memorial Day event. For more recipes like this, follow me at Just Me Heather B on Instagram or at theresearch.com website.